Clean Kitchen, where we help make clean eating a lifestyle. So today we are going to be making some cottage cheese brownies. I know that sounds kind of crazy, but these brownies are so amazing. Not only are they low carb friendly and keto approved, they're also sugar free, but they're still that ooey gooey brownie that we all love. They are so amazing. My kids loved them. You guys, you're going to be so amazed by these brownies. Well, thank you so much for watching. Before we get into it though, would you do me a huge favor and hit that like button? Only because it's gonna help send this video to more people through the algorithm. Thank you so much. Here are the ingredients that you are going to need. So we're gonna start with 1 cup of some almond flour, a half a cup of some unsweetened baking cocoa, 1 cup of some cottage cheese, 1 teaspoon of some vanilla, 2 eggs, a handful of some unsweetened chocolate chips or some sugar-free chocolate chips. So for the sweetener, you need 1/3 cup of some sweetener. Now, if you wanted to keep this low-carb friendly, you could do some erythritol monk fruit mixture. You could do some allulose, either powdered or liquid. Or you could do some keto maple syrup. That would be really good as well. And if you don't necessarily care about the carb count, you could use either maple syrup or some honey. All right, let's get started. So start by adding your 2 eggs, and then you can add your 1 cup of cottage cheese. Now I am going to blend it before I add anything else because I want to break up some of those curds and then also make the eggs a little fluffier too. Next, I'm going to be adding in my sweetener. I am using monk fruit. That was 1/3 cup of sweetener. I'm going to be adding 1/2 cup of the unsweetened baking cocoa. Stir that a little bit. So this consistency is already looking pretty good. But I'm going to add in some almond flour. Now the reason why I said you could add 1/2 cup to a cup of almond flour is because you just want to watch the consistency. You don't want it to get too thick. Because if it was too thick, it would turn more into like a cake-like batter. This smells good. Gonna scrape down the sides. And then I'm also going to be looking at the consistency. So here is what it is so far. This is looking pretty good how it is. I think I might just add just a touch more and then call it a day. Here is what the consistency looks like. All right, so I have some unbleached baking paper. Just because I personally love putting this on the bottom so that it doesn't stick. And this is an 8x8 size of baking dish. And if I wanted it a little thicker, I could probably have put it in a little smaller dish. Then you just want to make it as even as possible. You could add the chocolate chips to the batter. Or you could just add a couple to the top of it. That would be really good as well, which is why I'm doing that. Then we're going to bake it at 350 degrees for about 20 to 25 minutes. So I just pulled this out of the oven. It's looking good. Now the consistency is different than it would be a cake. This is a brownie, so it's a little different consistency. It is still supposed to be a little moist because we don't want it to get that cake-like consistency. So another thing I love about using parchment paper is that it just slides right out. We will just cut right into this. Oh my goodness, it looks amazing. And then for serving size, you can do as many servings as you prefer. So if you want this to be fewer carbs, you could certainly make this into smaller serving sizes. There you go. This looks so amazing. All right, here it is. Now they've cooled down completely. Are you ready for a taste test? The kids have been asking for a taste test.
It tastes like chocolate.
This is so good. What do you think? You just like it?
Yeah.
What a good treat, huh?
Yeah.
Wow, the texture of this is perfect. It is the perfect ooey gooey brownie. It is so good. I'm so glad you liked it too. You guys, thank you so much for watching. Now, don't forget, we are doing that whole series on all the fun things that you can do with cottage cheese. Don't forget also to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And of course, stay tuned for some more great recipes. We'll see you next time.
Bye.